Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Gold with an extra video update for you. I'm recording this video just prior to the New York close on Monday the 13th of November, and it's almost 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. There's some comments in Elliott Wave Gold about Bitcoin that there might be a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, so I want to use this opportunity to show you how to update charts using CSV data. So if your data stream now this is about MotiveWave, this is a video about how to use MotiveWave. If your data stream that you're using with MotiveWave doesn't have data on a market you want to do some analysis on, then you can find data online, and I'm going to find data from Bitcoin. I'm looking here at CoinDesk. And let's see, here's my last Bitcoin analysis, and the last day was the 16th of October. So I'm going to go from the 16th of October to today, and I'm going to export CSV chart data. And now I've just downloaded that. I'm just going to move this over to the file where I want to keep this data. Currencies, Bitcoin, the last one. Create a new folder. And this is the 13th of November. Put this in here. Okay, now in MotiveWave, I've got this symbol I've created, BTC for Bitcoin. I'm just going to update that. So I'm going from the top menu, File, Chart, Import Data, Add, find the folder I put it into. It's in this drive. This file here, open. For this one, I'm just going to deselect all of these. I don't care what time zone and what exchange. And I've got to make sure I've got the right symbol, BTC. I have to put it in the same one. Bar size, crikey, it'll be daily. Oh my goodness, okay. 1 day. Where is my... Okay. Ah, that's not a bearish engulfing candlestick. I'm just going to grab my copy of Nissan and have a look and see what candlestick pattern that is. Actually, no, hang on. Oh yeah, we're looking at weekly. So weekly, it's not bearish engulfing. What is it? Oh no, hang on. Dark cloud cover. No, it's not. Where is it? Let's see. The second candlestick should open above the first session's high. The high here, 745712, and the open 7343. No, it's not actually a dark cloud cover. It's not an engulfing pattern. It's a strong bearish candlestick, but I don't think that's telling us we have a high in place. And let's have a look at why. If we go back, let's just squish this up so you can see it. The end of cycle 3, it's got to be here. There we go, that's better. Here is a really nice bearish engulfing candlestick pattern on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, and that heralded a trend change at cycle degree. And cycle wave 4 lasted 59 weeks, so yeah, it was just a little bit longer than 1 year. Cycle degree wave should last 1 to several years, so that's a really strong reversal pattern at the weekly chart level. For the end of cycle wave 5, I'm going to be looking at least for that. And so it looks like my targets were wrong. What other wave counts do I have here? Weekly alternate. What was my target for Bitcoin? 6801. Oh yeah. Okay, let's discard that. No, don't bother saving that. Let's discard that weekly alternate. I didn't think it was very likely anyway. Let's open the daily. What have we got here? Weird data. Sometimes CoinDesk data is like this. Let's squish this up. So here's a motive wave trick. My trend channel, until motive wave sees the anchor points, which are further over to the left, my trend channel's not going to sit right. I'm just checking. Yeah, this is semi-log scale. You've got to view Bitcoin on a log or semi-log scale. So I've squished that up. Now let's expand it back out. Let's pull this 4 down to here and pull this 5 up to here. Now at the daily chart level, this weird data here. Crikey, that's so difficult. I don't know why CoinDesk does that. It's quite annoying. So it's really hard to see this without actual candlesticks. So this data has the open and high and low, all of those data points for the day are the same. Quite frustrating. Okay, let's put some labels in on this 5th wave. I don't think this is done yet. I haven't given up, but I'm finding it really difficult to do targets for Bitcoin. It's just really hard. And with this weird data from CoinDesk in here, how on earth am I supposed to be able to count waves in there? And the answer is, well, it's not really going to work, is it? That's a strong bearish candlestick. Here's an evening doji star, or an evening star with a shooting star candlestick here on the daily. No bearish engulfing candlestick here, but this is very bearish. I think this is just a little, I think this is possibly another entry opportunity for Bitcoin actually. Caesar, I think maybe we should buy some Bitcoin again, just for a short-term little trade. We'll see how high that one goes. It's just rising exponentially so fast, it really could just keep going. Okay, I've found that the Fibonacci ratios in Bitcoin do tend to be extreme. Oh, come on. So here's the problem with target calculation for Bitcoin. It doesn't appear to do good Fibonacci ratios, and when it does exhibit ratios, they're not common ones. 6.854 isn't common. Let's see if I put some ratios in here. No, I've just looked at the depth. Have I got any ratios in here for you? No, if I just removed all of that, I think it might be in my analysis. Okay, well, a couple of little tricks on motive wave and how to import data there, and I'm just going to stick with this target for my Bitcoin analysis of 7866 and expect at the weekly chart level that this is probably another entry point. But I also want to point out this trend line from this first swing low here, and I'm setting it up, where have I set it? Here. This one here, this low here. This is week ending 19th of March 2017, and this first weekly candlestick, or 2 weekly, 22nd of August 2010. So August 2010 to March 2017. If that trend line's breached, I would expect Bitcoin is possibly the bubble's burst. The bubble will burst, and at this stage, that's the best way I can see to figure out when it has burst. But for now, the bubble's still inflating, it's still on its way up. And let's look at that weekly chart level. I don't think this bubble's done yet. And if this is wrong, I'm going to have to move my analysis of minor 3 higher. Let's just see if that's got a Fibonacci ratio. So I can, oh goodness, stop that. So I can see this a little bit more clearly. This is, I'm just trying to see the length of my primary 1. One 3776. That's 137.76. And how long is primary 3? 4815.68. Okay, so times, let's try, no, that's going to be 6.854. Nope. Times 11.09. 1/5. No, it's even longer than that. Next, Fibonacci ratio. 17.944. Goodness, it's even longer than that. Okay, it just doesn't usually have good Fibonacci ratios. So my analysis is expecting a ratio between cycle 5 and cycle 3. What if we're going to have a ratio at primary degree as well? What about between primaries 3 and 5? Let's do equality with primary 3. That'll bring us to 8042, and that's a little bit too far off, 7866. What about 0.618? It's probably going to be longer. Yeah, I don't think that target's adequate. I think that's probably a bit too low. Okay, that's all from me with Bitcoin. I'll put those charts up in comments for Elliott Wave Gold members.